On-Screen Manitoba is an innovative membership-driven association that leads, builds, and represents the Manitoba screen-based industry.
Well, it's great. It's really nice to see a real mainstream audience come out and hopefully take something away from this film. You know, we're here, it's in the middle of summer, it's beautiful, sunny, hot. You know, some people might want to get to the beach, but they also might want a break from some of the heat. But one thing that they are going to take away from this is I am going to make them think. They're not going to simply throw the film away as something that, you know, they took 2 hours out of their life to see. It's going to resonate with them. That's the, you know, the reason why I wrote it, and went through the entire process to actually, you know, finance it, edit it, live with it for, you know, well over a year now. Well, for a number of reasons. First of all, you know, I am an Anishinaabe, right? First and foremost, I'll always acknowledge who I am and what my cultural heritage is and my traditional upbringings. And I felt that the things that the elders have shared with me over so many years, I wanted to be able to show that to other audiences, especially mainstream audiences, because they don't really know what goes on in our ceremonies. They don't really understand why it's important for us to retain our language and our culture and everything that goes along with that. And the teachings that are in the story are just a small reflection of some of the teachings that I've had over so many years. So what I wanted to do is just really open a door and let them come in, because, you know, it's not exclusionist, it's meant to be inclusive. Anybody who is really curious about these worlds, they're more than welcome to come, give tobacco, go to the communities, talk to the elders. They're more than willing to share. We just have to have, you know, the curiosity, the courage to go ahead and do it. It's not exploitive, it's for educational purposes. So that's what we wanted to do, or what I wanted to do with the film, which is to build the bridges, because there is certainly a lot of misconceptions, misunderstandings about who our people are and what they're all about.
So is it?
I thought about this previously, and with the exception of one documentary, every single film that I have done has had a spiritual component to it, something about spirit. And I didn't really realize that until I had reflected on it, but that's a very real thread, and I don't think I'll ever get away from that. I think, you know, if you want a film that's just out there to entertain or to make you laugh and, you know, the mainstream Hollywood stuff, then that's fine. And there are people that are making strides, like Christopher Nolan is really trying to intellectualize the Hollywood blockbuster, which I think is fantastic, because we need to do more of that. We don't just need to shut our brains off. I think it's a tool that allows us to be engaged and to push the dialogue as far as what's going on in our world. As we know, cinema is the most pervasive medium on the planet, so why not use it to get these ideas out into the world? At the moment, everything is sort of being driven through my blog site, which is pathofsouls.wordpress.com. And, you know, I've got something like over 50 posts there going back over a year. So I know a lot of people have made comments where they felt it's a really interesting way to go back and see the genesis of a project and see it going right from conception all the way through into pre-production and production and then wrapping and then post and all the ups and downs and everything that independent filmmakers have to go through in order to see their film come to fruition.